and I am just now coming into Bar Harbor. Yeah. We'll see what it looks like this morning. I have to go over to the hospital initially. I have a blood test today, and then I'm going to leave because I have to go on to Ellsworth for another doctor's appointment. But as you can see, it's not too bad here this morning. I think it's the Tuesday after the Labor Day weekend. A lot of people have gone home. Yay. And so it's not super crowded here. I mean, there are a few people walking around, but you know, it's not bad. But we'll head up. I'll film until I get to the hospital, and then I will drive through downtown, we'll loop around the town dock, and head out of town, because that's where I'm going. I've got some time constraints. I cannot, even if I could find a place to park, I can't take the time today. Okay, here is our first turn. We're going to turn right. And head down to the hospital, which is just a couple blocks down. Okay, here we go. It's hard to turn here because of where cars are parked. That was a police car there, making it difficult to make that turn. But so I probably can't complain about where they parked. Anyway, we're headed away from downtown. This is Main Street, but I'm just going to go up here and turn to the hospital, which is just a little bit up. So I'll decide show you what it looks like. Pretty parked up. Not much in the way of available parking down here. And these streets are quite narrow, so you know, with cars on both sides, the lanes are narrow, so you got to be careful. Anyway, just about to our turn, so I'm going to stop until I get my blood drawn. Well, that was quick. 25 minutes from the time I drove into town. I am back out heading toward the waterfront on Main Street here in Bar Harbor on September 3rd, 2024. We'll see how crowded it looks and just get a feel. It's not super bad, although it's pretty parked up. There are some spaces out here, but not a lot. And we're not in the main part of downtown yet. That starts up here just a little bit. So, just about here. Okay. That's not that bad in terms of people walking around, but as I said, it is still pretty parked up. We will go down, and unless they have it blocked off for some reason, we will loop around on the town dock. So you get a look at the waterfront and everything down here. So yeah, lots of cars, not that many people. So I am guessing there's no cruise ship today. Usually when there's a cruise ship, Bar Harbor is absolutely packed with people. And there's also usually a line of tour buses down here, which I do not see today. Okay. So here we go. Agamont Park on the right. Pretty empty. Nice and green. Very pretty day today. It's 65 according to the thermometer on my truck, so warm, but not stiflingly hot. It's often hotter here in Bar Harbor than down on the south side of the island where I live. We're kind of in the northeast corner of the island. There's the four-masted schooner Margaret Todd, probably getting ready to load up her first batch of tourists for the day and head out to sail around Frenchman Bay. Okay, here we go down the town dock. If you are going out on a schooner cruise or a whale watch cruise, this is probably where you want to park, because there's, I believe, an 8-hour time limit. But as you can see, it's going to be a little hard to find a spot. There are other spots, but that you can park longer term, but they're quite a ways away. Looks like most of the lobster boats are in today. And we'll be coming out, a couple of a yacht and a whale watcher over there. Now we turn here. Yeah, not much parking available on the town dock. Well, that's going to change. In a month and a half, I'll be able to come in here and park right down here, walk around town. There's Agamont Park ahead. Grass is beautifully green. Just a couple people sitting there or walking. So Bar Harbor is not super crowded today, except for cars. Seems like a lot of cars have come to Bar Harbor today. I don't know if they came by themselves, you know, those self-driving cars, or if the people have just gone someplace. I suspect the latter. Anyway, a few more people down here right along the waterfront, but not a lot. It's not super crowded. And we'll just head out this way. I gotta go up and turn onto Route 3 and head out of town, because I have to go into Ellsworth next. I have an appointment with a different doctor from the one that ordered the blood test. So today is a sort of 2 medical appointment day, and unless my blood test is scary, it should be my last medical appointment for 2024, which will be nice. Okay, we're just heading out past all the nice homes here on West Street. And there are some very elaborate places here on West Street, particularly on the right-hand side. Those are all waterfront. And some very spiffy places. A number of them are inns, though. And this brick one here that we're coming up on in just a second is the Historical Society. So you can, I believe they have a little museum, and you can go in and have a tour and look at their exhibits and walk around on their lawn and look at the water, because it's right on the water. Okay, here's our turn, and I'm going to head out. I'll keep filming until we get over to Hull's Cove, which will be about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll stop. Along here, there are lots of hotels up on the hill that have nice views out over the water. And we're also going to be passing, I think we are passing now, the grounds for the College of the Atlantic, which is a small, yeah, there's one of their entrance signs, which is a small private college here in Bar Harbor. They don't have a lot of students, under 1,000 I think, and they have a very strong, what they call, human ecology program. And more hotels. I don't come this way very often, so it's interesting to see it. I think the last time I was here was several years ago, and it was in the winter, so I usually don't see this when there are people here. Oh yeah, I came over this way during the beginning of COVID for my first vaccination. One of the hotels right on the waterfront here had made space available in the winter for the hospital to run a vaccination clinic, and I came in here. And I think it was this one right up here, Bar Harbor Regency, I believe. So it was, that's the last time I've been on this road. This is the road that if you're coming onto the island and going to Bar Harbor, you're going to be going the other way on this road. So, and we're just, 50 yards from the ocean here on the right, but the fences and everything make it so you can't see it very much. I can sort of get glimpses of the water in my peripheral vision, and you can see water ahead. That would be Hull's Cove. Yeah. There we go. There's a little view out over the water. And we'll be in Hull's Cove in just a moment. And we're going to have to deal with the stoplight up here, which I believe is the entrance to Acadia National Park to go up to the Visitor Center. Yep, right up here, next left. They have a stoplight, and it is normally only running during tourist season. At least they used to have a stoplight. Yeah. Looks like it was removed. Interesting. Stoplights are kind of a novelty here on Mount Desert Island. There's one right up at the head of the island when you come on, and then there's another one in Somesville, and there is one in Bar Harbor, and that is pretty much it. There used to be one back at the Hull's Cove entrance to the park to go up to the visitor center, but wasn't there today, so they must have removed it. And this is Hull's Cove right here. It's in the town of Bar Harbor, but it's one of the villages in the town of Bar Harbor. The town of Bar Harbor makes up the northern, say, 40% of the island, all the way across. And then south of that is the town of Mount Desert, which also extends all the way across the island. And then Southwest Harbor, and then the southwest side of the island is the town of Tremont. So this is a nice area here. Some nice homes here. And like everywhere on the island, if you want to buy a home here, you better have a fairly fat checkbook. The kind of median price for the island is over $1 million right now. There are homes, cheap places for $500,000, and even a couple in the 400s, but not many. Okay, I'm gonna stop filming here. I think you've seen Bar Harbor today and this drive across the northern side of the island, and it's just going to be more like this until we get up to the causeway and head off the island into the town of Trenton. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. It's a beautiful day here on the island, and very pleasant drive so far.